I've written my notes down in this book. So it's a very handy thing. So basically what I look at is communication, obviously, but how do you create peace? I just did an AI quick survey on how do you create peace. What is AI's version of how you create peace in the first place? And it came up with 4 very basic principles. The first one was empathy with people. The second one is that you have to have values. And each one of you, as I always say to audiences like this, each one of you has a value. Talk about it. Come and talk to people like myself so that we can actually bring you on board and sort of show how your values mean so much to UPF at the same time. Create values for communities. Very, very important. And the biggest one of the lot, which surprised me as well, was that challenge those who feel they have the right to talk to you about something that affects your lives. Challenge. That's interesting. So for me, how do I work with UPF these days? Very simple. I imagine Robin has been on the show. Margaret hasn't been on the show. I've got to capture Margaret before she disappears.
Right.
Well, because you'll be on the show, Margaret. We haven't been on a show yet. So, right, these days, we run a show called the Royally Rich Lifestyle Show. The first part is all about the royal family, that's the gloss. The main part is to actually talk to people like yourselves, give you a voice. We listen. We question, but we listen as well, so it's very important. So how do we promote UPF through that? Or we've just taken on a new channel which we're building at the moment. That will give us a 500 million audience for UPF, wow, just in America alone. That's what we do. What we care about is purely how do you make change in a very simple, direct, ordinary way. So with my work, all my life, 60 years now, I've asked myself, how do you create peace? If anybody can tell me, I'd love to know. Because I've seen wars, I've seen all sorts of issues going on in my lifetime. And 3 or 4 years ago, I was in Lebanon, and we were going to set up peace television in Lebanon as a means of actually creating community groups and to actually create communications as well. And obviously then the war started, and so that had to sort of disappear. So with our show is really all about listening to you. And once we've listened to you, and each one of you can have a voice, then that goes out right across the world. And so it's very, very important for you all to remember what I feel is that I talk to each one of you, and each one of you has a great story. Each one of you has values and what you believe to talk about. Come and talk about it, because that's how I feel you change the world at the same time. So today, this is a very quick thing this afternoon. I think, what has UPF brought for me? A huge audience, and I have to sort of say in the first place, I mean, I've had more guests from UPF, I think, than any other source. So it's been very, very good in that way to actually sort of work with UPF. But it has a family feeling. And that family feeling is wonderful to do. You can immerse yourself, and you meet all sorts of very interesting people. You know, and you know, some of the, I remember one time we had one lady who was totally deaf, and she was the best artist I think I've ever seen, and you remember, in my career. And so all these stories, you know, come up. Nila is here, and she is constantly on my ear about, you know, her issues as well. Talk to us, because this is what we're trying to do now. We're trying to listen to what you want, especially the young people. Come and talk to us, because we can't guess. I'm 75 now. Well, I will be next month. You can come and have a piece of my birthday cake. I know, I'm generous to a fault. But young people are very important as well. How do you actually create traction with young people? How do you create communications with people as well? Come and talk to us. Come and tell us, the oldies, how to sort of change the world for the better as well at the same time. So I just wanted to thank you for coming this afternoon. As always, it's a tremendous event to actually come to. Can I do one more commercial again? Come and buy the book. Come and buy the book. It's a very, very handy book, and in 4 lines, it actually hopefully gave you the values. Thank you so much.